Hey y'all, so I wanted to talk about something that has been heavily on my mind lately, dating for money as opposed to dating for love. Now, first and foremost, I do want to let you guys know you date for whatever you want. That's really up to you. I love money. I'm very much so materialistic, and I'm more than happy to admit to that. I've dealt with enough bum ass niggas for no fucking reason. And I don't want any of my girls to do that and fall in a trap of trying to find love, and then you end up not only losing money, but you start losing potential. I don't want to say groomers, but you start losing potential like sugar daddies. You start losing your potential of finding men that are willing to spend money on you, because those type of men are out there. You got to understand that there are so many cities, there are so many towns, there are so many countries. And that's why I always recommend people to own what you like. Be okay with understanding what you like, and be okay with embracing that and letting people know. I personally feel like dating for money is so much better and easier than dating for love, because when you date for love, you have to put yourself on the line. And anytime when you put yourself on the line, you have to make sure that the person that you're dating is going to be somebody that's going to take care of you in the way that you need to be taken care of, if that's how you say it. So to anybody that is out there that is pretty, that is gorgeous, that invests in themselves, that know that they are worth a lot of money, a lot of trips, a lot of peace, a lot of security, a lot of financial security, just a lot of an abundance. Make sure you find a guy that's willing to pour into your cups. Now, there are a lot of bum ass niggas that will convince you, well, I shouldn't have to pour into your cup. You need to be independent. It's okay to be independent, but you got to understand that you are a girl. You are a woman. You are a lady. Your power does not come from getting into a 9-to-5 job, or clocking in or clocking out, or reaching out to your boss to see if you'll be okay to take a month off, or a week off, or a day off, or a mental health day. No, you are too pretty for that. And if you're not that pretty, then bitch, get pretty. There's enough surgery out there. There are enough gyms out there. There's enough Ozempic out there. There are enough wigs out there. There are enough nails out there. There's so much out there that one could be invested in themselves and adding on and help their image, so that when you do come across somebody that is willing to spend money on somebody that looks like they take care of themselves, it's perfect. It's like a match made in heaven. And what's truly understood is that he knows you invest in yourself because it shows. You know you invest in yourself because you do it. There's no attraction for any bum niggas. Bum niggas is gonna look at you and be like, oh no, I'm kind of out of her league. And even if he does try to come and approach you and he don't got no money to offer and no money to give you, bitch, deuces. Stop giving a lot of these men the time of day when they don't even deserve the time or day. Don't fall victim to everybody is just like looking at me as an object, or everybody just looks at me as, as I'm not an actual person. People don't treat me like an actual person. And then what happens is, you start dealing with somebody that treats you like an actual person, and then before you fucking know it, you are in a toxic relationship. You don't even have the time yet or the energy to deal with, investing in yourself, because you do need the energy and you do need the time to invest in yourself. And it's hard to have that when you are in a relationship with somebody that's not doing that for you. Now, if you are in a relationship with somebody that knows how to pour into your cup, absolutely, you better go ahead, but make sure you keep your foot on that motherfucker's neck, because at the end of the day, we are on this earth to have a good time, to have a peaceful time. If we are dealing with somebody that cannot take us out, a couple of times a week, or give us flowers multiple times a week, or just show us how much they love us, not just by saying it, but actually showing it, putting the money where their mouth is, bitch, you just wasting your time. And I see time and time again where women will get desperate and they'll be like, well, there aren't enough guys around here that has money. Or, I'm in a town where it's a small town. There are not enough, high-end bars and 5-star hotels and things like that. But you have to put yourself out there. There's nothing worse and there's nothing more ugly than a pretty girl that is desperate for attention, a pretty girl that is desperate for male attention, or a pretty girl that is desperate to get into a relationship. And one thing I will say is, if you trying to bring up my motherfucking nail, my nail is broken, but I'm getting it fixed today. It broke today and I gotta get it fixed today. See, you gotta invest in yourself. You have to expose yourself, show yourself to the world, and that energy that you put out will always come back to you. So if you are investing in yourself and you are putting money into your looks and you are investing in yourself, bitch, that's going to attract itself to you. But you have to walk the walk. You have to walk the talk. You have to talk the walk. Meaning, bitch, you have to live end of everything that you are investing in. So if you are investing in yourself and you are becoming prettier and prettier by the day, bitch, don't get complacent and be like, oh yeah, I'm pretty, it's just gonna come to me. No, there's a process. You gotta invest in yourself, know that you're that bitch, and then walk into certain areas owning everything that you worked for behind closed doors and show it to the world. And then that type of energy will attract itself to you. So when you date, your main priority needs to be money. Because if it's not, then girl, what are you doing? Anytime when a man is taking you out on several dates, you need to get to, okay, I got my phone bill coming up. You got to start throwing things out there that's going to be like, you gonna pay up? Like, you gonna help me out or not? And I feel like it's important to do that early on. You know, I'm not going front. It has to happen early on because he has to know what he's getting himself into. You know what your worth is, and you know that you're worth money. So make sure you go ahead and date for that. Don't settle for what everybody's telling you. Yeah, you don't need to do that. Or you get a little older. You better settle down now. You might need to have a kid, or you might need to do that. No, you don't have to do shit. Because you might live until 110 and you done spend 60 years out of your entire life fucking around with broke ass niggas that did nothing but make you sick, make you broke, make you look crazy, make you feel crazy. Now all that energy is involved with going through a breakup, getting over that, renewal, and then you got to go through the healing. It's too much that you sacrifice when you get into a relationship with somebody, and it's for love and not money. Now, if it's for both, amazing, ta-ta. But majority of the time, money is the only prized possession. Okay? And this could be for men and women. No shade. This really could be for men and women, especially gay men out there that are looking for a sugar daddy. I'm not gonna front. Like, a lot of people be like, yeah, it's easier for women to find sugar daddies. I feel like sometimes it can be easier for gays to find sugar daddies. Depends on what type of gay though. But like I said, I didn't want to make this video too long. I just kind of wanted people to understand that when you are pretty and you are gorgeous and you invest in yourself, bitch, you need to be going ahead and investing in yourself with a good man. And a good man got some money. Okay? Now, if anybody else tells you otherwise, see where their life is and see what they're doing. And do you want to live the life that they're living? No, I didn't think so. So get into your bag, get into your looks, and get into that man's pockets, babes.